Seth Rollins to join WWE SmackDown. Four-time champion questions general manager. Seth Rollins has been the face of WWE RAW for the better part of the last decade. However, one star in particular thinks the Visionary could be his next opponent on Friday Night SmackDown. Recently, Carmelo Hayes asked Nick Aldis if Rollins is moving to the Blue brand. Last week, Carmelo Hayes warned Nick Aldis he would move to Monday Night Raw as the general manager didn't pay any attention to him. Instead, Aldis stated he has something in mind for Hayes, a new superstar on the brand, which he will face on Friday Night SmackDown. Today, the former NXT, North American, and the final Cruiserweight Champion uploaded Seth Rollins' picture on X. Hayes questioned SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis if the Visionary will be his upcoming opponent on the Blue brand. The WWE official hasn't responded to Carmelo Hayes' question. When was Seth Rollins on WWE SmackDown? In 2020, the landscape of the company shifted drastically as Roman Reigns ascended to new heights as the tribal chief. Elsewhere, Seth Rollins was the messiah of Monday Night Raw and feuded with Rey and Dominic Mysterio. The feud continued, and the Mysterios moved to Friday Night SmackDown. Later, Seth Rollins also made his move to WWE SmackDown for the first time in years and left Monday Night Raw. In the end, Seth Rollins lost to the Mysterios and sacrificed himself at WWE Survivor Series 2020 during the men's elimination tag team match. The fans didn't see the Messiah for a while. In 2021, he returned to the Stanford-based company and attacked Cesaro. The two feuded on the brand, heading into WrestleMania 37. Seth Rollins' next feud was with the Hall of Famer Edge. After losing to the Rated R Superstar, the Monday Night Messiah returned to the Red brand during the upcoming draft. It's been a while since he permanently moved to a different brand, and it'll be interesting to see if he leaves Raw in the coming weeks. Big update on Seth Rollins' future after major WWE plans get canceled. If a recent report is to be believed, WWE could be planning a massive match for Seth Rollins at Raw's Netflix debut. As per the rumor mill, the Visionary could have his much-awaited dream match against CM Punk on the January 6th show. Rollins and Punk's feud has finally escalated, with the two having a fiery promo exchange on last week's episode of the Monday Night Show. Even on the latest edition, though they didn't come face-to-face, they dropped bombshells about their shared history in the business. Considering just how big Rollins and CM Punk are, many expected to see them have a marquee match at WrestleMania 41. However, as per a report by Dr. Chris Featherstone of Sportskeeda Wrestling, WWE was planning to pit the two megastars much earlier at Raw's debut episode on Netflix on January 6, 2025. Check out his tweet below. Vince Russo isn't excited about watching Seth Rollins and CM Punk in WWE. On a recent edition of Sportskeeda's Writing with Russo, the former WWE writer shared his blunt opinion on the simmering tensions between Punk and Rollins on Raw. Russo confessed that he wasn't intrigued by the feud and that he had no interest in watching the two performers have a dream showdown in the ring. This could be, and I am sure it's me and that's okay, but I couldn't care less about a match between CM Punk and Seth Rollins. I am sorry. With more than 3 weeks to go before Raw debuts on Netflix, it remains to be seen when WWE officially announces Punk and Rollins' match. Seth Rollins planted a subtle seed for a major match with CM Punk during their brawl last week on WWE RAW. The Visionary interrupted the former AEW World Champion's promo during last Monday's show and claimed that he rued the fact that he hadn't taken the ladder out when he had returned to the company in 2023. Rollins challenged Punk to a fight last week, but the Second City Saint wasn't interested. The 46-year-old noted that the Architect used to be the World Heavyweight Champion, but now had nothing that he wanted. Seth Rollins responded by shoving the best in the world over, and the two stars traded strikes on WWE RAW before Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, and eventually security broke it up. During the brawl, the former World Heavyweight Champion could be heard telling Punk that he would not be going to WrestleMania without him, and you can check it out in the video below. Seth Rollins and CM Punk were speculated to battle at WWE WrestleMania XL earlier this year, but injuries prevented the match from taking place. The 38-year-old was also rumored to continue his rivalry with Bronson Reed following Survivor Series, but the Australian star suffered a significant injury during the men's War Games match and is currently out of action indefinitely. Ex-WWE employee claims Seth Rollins is annoying. Wrestling veteran Vince Russo recently claimed that Seth Rollins was annoying and thought he was more popular than he actually was. Speaking on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Writing with Russo, the veteran claimed that Rollins was annoying to a lot of wrestling fans. The former head writer for WWE added that the Raw superstar carried himself in a manner that appeared he was too full of himself, and there were plenty of reasons to dislike him. However, he did note that he does not know the 38-year-old on a personal level. I think first of all it was new. That was like the first time he had done it. And bro, I just gotta tell you, man, I think Seth Rollins is annoying to a lot of people. I just really do, bro. That voice and that twang, the way he dresses. He carries himself, whether he is or not in real life. I don't know the dude, but he kind of carries himself like he's full of himself, and he thinks he's more over than he really is. There's a lot of reasons not to like Seth Rollins, he said. CM Punk joined Roman Reigns' War Games team at WWE Survivor Series after Rollins refused the offer twice. It will be interesting to see what the company has planned for the major rivalry on Raw in the weeks ahead. Seth Rollins opened the show with a fiery promo calling out CM Punk, accusing him of being a fraud and a con man. Rollins shared how Punk had burned bridges with him, despite their past friendship, and vowed to expose him when the time comes. Judgment Day's tensions with Gunther. Gunther defended his upcoming Saturday night's main event World Heavyweight Championship match against Finn Balor and Damian Priest. The segment ended in chaos when Judgment Day tried to gang up on the champion, leading to an impromptu brawl. Adam Pearce later announced that Gunther's title defense would now be a triple threat match at SNME. It has been over a year since CM Punk sent the WWE Universe into a frenzy, making his epic return at the 2023 Survivor Series. War Games 2023. A loud cheer shook the arena as Punk made his return since his departure from the company in 2014. While most cheered for his return, it was later revealed that Seth Rollins was not very happy to see the best in the world on the roster. Now, about a year later, the duo are on a possible road of rampage as they are set to unleash hell upon each other. On the recent episode of Monday Night Raw on December 9th, Punk addressed his new feud with the Visionary, while Rollins explained the real reason behind his hatred for the Second City Saint. On the recent episode of Monday Night Raw, Punk had a sit-down with broadcaster Jackie Redmond where he revealed that he has been clueless about Rollins' immense hatred for him. I think it's no secret to anybody that I'm not going to shy away, FR.